so long, I didn't believe in my body. I listened to the fears that whispered I wasn't strong enough, that labor was something to dread, that birth was a battle I might not win. The hospital visits, the constant monitoring, the barrage of questions and protocols, it all made me feel small, like my body was a machine that needed fixing, not a living part of me that knew what to do. But then I chose home birth and everything changed. The moment I stepped into my own space, surrounded by people who trusted me, who honored my instincts instead of doubting them, something inside me shifted. I began to hear my body's quiet wisdom, the way it wanted to breathe, to move, to open without force. The fear started to melt away, replaced by a deep, steady trust. I realized birth wasn't a battle, it was a rhythm, a dance between me and my baby. And for the first time, I wasn't just a passenger, I was the driver. I wasn't just enduring pain, I was flowing through it. The scars of past fears and medical trauma softened, healed by the power of my own body's ability to bring life. And when my baby finally arrived, in the quiet of my own home, I knew I had found something far beyond a birth experience. I had found my faith in myself. As labor began, that trust I'd found wasn't a sudden switch. It was a slow unfolding, like waking up inside myself. Every contraction wasn't just pain, it was a signal, a message from my body telling me we were moving closer. My midwife's calm voice, the soft encouragement from my doula, and the quiet presence of my partner all wrapped around me like a shield. I wasn't alone, but I was the one doing the work. I learned to surrender, not in defeat, but in profound connection, to breathe deeply when the waves rose, to sway and move when my body asked, to listen instead of resist. Each breath was a step back toward myself, a reclaiming of the power I never thought I had. And in that space, the shadows of past medical trauma started to lose their grip. The memories of cold hospital rooms and impersonal care faded in the warmth of my home. The smell of familiar sheets and the sound of my baby's first cry echoing softly in my arms. This wasn't just a birth, it was a healing, a rebirth, the kind of transformation that stays with you long after the last contraction fades. In those first quiet hours after birth, wrapped in the soft glow of my own home, I felt a profound connection not just to my baby, but to myself. The doubts and fears that had clouded my pregnancy and past experiences began to dissolve. I saw my body not as fragile or flawed, but as powerful and wise, a vessel that had carried life and brought it safely into the world. Breastfeeding came easier in this calm, loving environment, and with every gentle touch, every whispered lullaby, I found myself more grounded. The trust I'd found during labor continued to grow, anchoring me in this new role as mother. I realized that trusting my body wasn't a destination, but a journey, one that would continue as my baby grew and as I learned to listen more deeply to what I needed. This birth wasn't just about the arrival of my child, it was about reclaiming my voice, my strength, and my right to nurture myself as much as my baby. And that is the kind of empowerment every birthing person deserves to feel. Looking back now, I see that trusting my body was never about perfection or knowing every answer. It was about showing up for myself, even when I felt uncertain or scared. Homebirth gave me the space to do just that, to listen deeply to my instincts, and to honor the wisdom I carry inside me. That trust didn't end when the birth was over. It followed me into motherhood, into the sleepless nights, the messy days, the overwhelming love and exhaustion. It reminded me that I am enough, that my body is enough, and that my baby and I are exactly where we're meant to be. If you're listening and feeling doubt, know this: your body is capable of incredible things. Sometimes it just needs a little space, support, and belief to show you its true strength. Trust isn't something you're born with, it's something you grow into, one breath, one moment, one step at a time. And with every birth, every heartbeat, You're proving that trust is already inside you, waiting to be claimed. And here's the truth no one tells you. Trusting your body doesn't just change your birth experience, it transforms your entire life. When you learn to listen to that inner voice, to honor your body's rhythms, and to embrace your own power, you carry that confidence into every decision, every challenge, and every joy. Whether you birth at home or in a hospital, whether your journey is smooth or full of unexpected turns, the trust you build in yourself becomes your greatest gift. It helps you heal from past wounds, it strengthens your bond with your baby, and it shows up in the way you parent with patience, resilience, and love. So, if you're standing at the edge of fear or doubt, wondering if you can do this, remember this: your body is not your enemy, it's your ally, your home, and your guide. And with the right support, the right space, and the willingness to believe in yourself, you will find the strength you never knew you had. Your story is yours to write, and it starts with trusting yourself right here, right now.